cover Haircolor, the safety for mixing, and the 2P's, all about hair color. Mixing permanent hair color. You have two ways you can mix your permanent hair color. One is your applicator bottle, but you have to make sure that it is large enough for your color and your developer. You want to make sure that you pour your developer first into the bottle and then your color on top, and then begin to tilt the bottle top to bottom back and forth, being sure not to shake it vigorously. And then, or you can roll it in your hand to get you a mix your color. Most of all, always follow the manufacturer's directions. Then you have what's called your brushing bowl, or it might be referred to as a chemical brush, and the bowl. Your bowl could either be glass or plastic. I've even seen people use disposable paper bowls. But you do not want to use a metallic bowl. It has to be a non-metallic bowl. You pour your developer first, and then you pour your color into it, and then you blend it thoroughly. Keep in mind, you always want to wait till you get to your station and mix your color, because once you begin to mix it and it's all stirred in there together, your color begins to activate and it's working in the bowl and not on, and spending time in the bowl and not on your client's head. Ratio mixing. You always want to follow the manufacturer's directions. By lightly squeezing the bottle and covering the top with your fingertips before shaking, you will prevent color from escaping the bottle after mixing. For a 1-to-1 ratio, you pour 1 ounce of color into the bottle and 1 ounce of developer. Put the top on the bottle and shake gently. For a ratio of 1-to-2, pour 1 ounce of color into the bottle and 1 ounce of developer and mix. The latter ratio for most permanent color, high lifts, and blondes is 1-to-2. One of the most important things you want to do is the first P. Do a patch test, which is also known as a predisposition test. A patch test, which is also known as a predisposition test. This is your first P that you want to do in order or prior to doing a hair color and making sure that you're safe and your client is too, more than anything. The patch test is a test that will identify a possible allergic reaction in a client. The color used for the patch test must be the same color used as the color that you will use for the hair color service. It is imperative that you do so. Because when you don't, when you go to the next slide, you will see. Because some colors, although they're the same color type, doesn't mean they have the same makeup or ingredient. Remember, they're from different companies and different brands. A negative skin test will show no signs of inflammation and indicate that the color must be safely applied. A positive results will show redness and slight rash or a welt. But again, I cannot stress how you might have been able to use this henna color or this permanent color from a different brand, and the minute you switch to another brand, it might cause you to have a reaction like the picture you are. As you read through her story, this young lady talks about how she've used henna color before, and because of her research, and that it was told that she could use this and it was completely natural and it was chemical free, that she wouldn't have an issue. And when she did, she had a real bad chemical reaction, you guys. Beautiful young lady, but you see how it affected her. It swore her shut, closed her eyes, and it landed her in the hospital. It is imperative that you do a 24 to 48-hour patch test, no matter what the brand is. It could be the same color type, but a different brand. Even though she did her research and knew, you must do a patch test. Now you have applied hair color. To assure a successful result when applying and performing a color service, the colorist must follow a prescribed procedure from the manufacturer. Always follow the manufacturer's directions. And never leave a client unattended while the color is processing. Never leave the client unattended while the color is processing. You always want to watch the client and watch the hair. Your second P. Your second P that you want to follow is your preliminary strand test, which is also referred to as a strand test. Pre means before you can apply the color. So you've already done your patch test and it told you that the client was not allergic. Now you're going to do your preliminary strand test, which is also could be shortened for strand test. This will determine how the hair color will react to the color formula and how long the formula should be left on the client's hair. The strand test is performed after the client is prepared for the color service. When you're preparing for it, that's when you do this. Doing your preliminary strand test, when you perform it, the strand test prior to lightening in order to determine the processing time and how long the lightning results will be to get the correct and the best end result that you want for your client. You must watch this strand carefully for its reaction to the lightning mixture, especially noting any discoloration or breakage. Reconditioning may be required prior to toning. When you look at your results, if it is the test that is shown that you want, and let's say if the hair isn't light enough, increase the strength of the mixture and or increase the processing time, one of the two. If the hair strand is too light, decrease the strength and the mixture and or the processing time. Keep in mind, you still must do a patch test for your toner. It has to be done 24 to 48 hours prior to the application of the toner, especially when your toner contains aniline derivatives. That is what make your client have an allergic reaction. These steps are necessary whether you're doing lightening or if you're just raising the hair up to a brown, from a natural black to a red or to a brown or a chestnut or even ginger. You always want to ensure that you do a preliminary strand test. It saves you time, money, and the integrity of the client's hair. This concludes our hair color and safety for mixing and the 2P's. And I am Keisha Kirby, and I'll see you on my next video.